All that later stuff, gross, you know. All right, well, we're going to move on down the list. Be reminded, there's still room on the list. It's free, it's fun, and you too can be a star. But until then, the last name we have so far on the list, give it up, everybody, for the lovely, lovely Cody, everybody. Give it up for him. Woo!
Thanks, everyone. How are you? Good. Okay. Hey. Is this thing on? I didn't hear a response from anybody. I wasn't sure if it worked. Oh, it does. Okay, good. Thanks. Just making sure. Anyway, so I'm just kind of threw this set together this week. I got family coming to town and so we're deep cleaning the house, so we get the inspectors and all that. So, but hey, I don't even think, is that working? It keeps going the other way. Let's see. I know it's all part of the set. This isn't working. I put it over here so it's away from the argument. Anyway, we make sure that's pointing towards me. Okay, I'm glad somebody got that. Anyway, so I got my family coming to town. So I thought I'd go ahead and I'd book them a room at Seven Cedars Hotel. But apparently the Jamestown Schlum tribe really isn't into the reservations. No history fans here? They chose not to be. They bought their own land and didn't want to take the government deal for the reservation. Anyway, wow, crazy. I thought there'd be more history fans. But anyways, but my family, they travel from Bellingham. So they'll take the ferry coming from wherever they come from Bellingham, across Whidbey Island, Port Townsend. And so I'm on the alert list if there's ever cancellations on the ferry system. So, and I kept getting them that it was canceled due to fog. And my first thought was oh, I see why Washington State never had NASA launch from Washington State. Because, we're about to send people back up to the moon. We are about to go back to the moon. Isn't that crazy? That is absolutely crazy. We're sending them back to the moon for the first time in 50 years. And you imagine if that happened in Washington State, because they'd be sitting ready to launch, and they go, "Excuse me, sir, we are going to be delayed on the launch. The rest of Mission Control is stuck in Port Townsend and can't make it to the island due to fog. So we're going to need you to sit tight before we send you to the moon for the first time in 50 years, because we can't sail ships in the fog. Don't worry, sit tight, be calm. We'll get you to the moon safely." You imagine the inside of that capsule. Get me out of here! They can't even sail ships and they want to send me to the moon! Yeah, exactly. No wonder they don't think we've been there. But so this week, my wife and I were waiting at the school to pick our son up, because we had our mating Mondays. We can, hang around and do whatever we do, and it's time to go pick up the kiddo. Let's go pick him up. So we pick him up, and we're waiting in the parking lot at the school, and I can see the buses start coming in. I'm going, man, that thing's dirty. And my wife looks up and she says, "Oh, that's the bus that picks up the boy to go to school." And I'm like, wow, that thing needs to be washed, that's for sure. And all of a sudden, another bus comes in that's dirty, and my wife says, "That one drives through our neighborhood too. It picks the other kids up." And so a little bit later, brand new bus, shiny, looks polished, got the white top, tinted windows, probably air conditioned and everything. And I was like, well, hey, look at that clean one. My wife looks up and says, "Let's go through our neighborhood." You can tell what kind of neighbor I live in, because we get the shitty buses and not the nice brand new clean ones. So, anybody here shop at Walmart? Yeah. Because Walmart's a lot like how it used to be you're picking up pot from a pot dealer before it became legal. You know, you kind of just wanted to get in and out and not spend your whole paycheck while you're there. And that's how much Walmart is like our old pot dealers. Same concept. And a lot of the people there you don't really want to be seen with anyway. So I had flashbacks this week when I was at Walmart. But I knew it was a good day because I found my parking spot the first time. I walked right out and I'm like, fuck yeah, it's right here. Woo, this is good. But speaking of going to drug dealers, I had run out of insulin at some point this week, and my neighbor had heard about it. And so later that day, my wife says, hey, the neighbor brought this, gave this to you, and it was insulin. An insulin pen with the little caps in a Ziploc bag. And I was like, dude, I can't remember the last time I got fucking prescription drugs in a Ziploc bag from the neighbor. It has been such a long time. Yeah, I know. It's like, and it's insulin too. I never thought I would ever have to get insulin from a neighbor in a Ziploc bag. But that's because the system is everyone used to give all their prescription drugs in Ziploc bags to their neighbors. It made it so hard to get your prescription drugs that now you have to get your insulin from your neighbor in a Ziploc bag. Anyway, that's clearly how much effort I put into this set. Have a good night.
Oh yeah. Cody, the lovely Cody, everybody. Aren't we all just spit? There's nobody else on the list.